Hello, my name is Martin. I'm a linguist and a translator. Welcome to my language channel. Today we're going to talk about nouns. A noun is a person, place, thing, or concept. There are two main categories of nouns. Common nouns, persons, places, things, or concepts that do not name a noun specifically. These constitute the vast majority of all nouns. And then there are proper nouns. Persons, places, things, or concepts with specific names. Proper nouns are capitalized. So let's compare common nouns with proper nouns in the following examples. Here, common nouns are shown in blue and proper nouns are shown in red. The first example, the lady is walking her dog versus Betty is walking her dog Ruby. Here, both the lady in the second sentence and the dog are given specific names. The next one, the college is in the city versus Hunter College is in Manhattan. Here, the college and the city are given specific names and they are proper nouns. Next example, this street is very famous versus Fifth Avenue is very famous. In the second sentence, the street is named Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue is a proper noun. Let's take a closer look at common nouns. Common nouns fall into two main categories. Concrete nouns can be perceived with one of the five senses. Examples, sidewalk, leash, building, hat. Abstract nouns are intangible ideas such as emotions, social concepts, political theories, and character traits. Examples, love, civilization, democracy, honesty. Now let's look at countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are things that can be counted and can therefore be singular or plural. Examples, drill, wrench, hammer, brush. You can have one drill or two drills, one wrench or two wrenches, etc. Uncountable nouns are things that cannot be counted and therefore don't have a plural form. Examples, sugar, flour, salt, pepper. You can't say one sugar, two sugars, unless, of course, you mean one packet of sugar, two packets of sugar. Plural forms of countable nouns. Countable nouns are things that can be singular or plural. Their plural is formed in the following ways. Most nouns form their plural by adding an S, except for those ending in CH, X, S, or an S-like sound. Examples, one student, two students, one apple, two apples. Nouns that do end in CH, X, S, or an S-like sound form their plural by adding ES. Examples, one church, two churches, one fox, many foxes, one bus, several buses. Nouns ending in Y preceded by a vowel form their plural by adding an S. Examples, one toy, 10 toys, one day, 7 days. Nouns ending in Y preceded by a consonant form their plural by dropping the Y and adding IES. Examples, a baby, some babies. One party, two parties. Now let's look at irregular plural forms of countable nouns. Some nouns have the same form in the plural as in the singular, and some nouns have irregular plural forms. Here are some common examples. Nouns that have the same form in the plural as in the singular. Deer, aircraft, bison, species. Nouns that have irregular plural forms. Woman, women. Man, men. Mouse, mice. Life, lives. Now let's look at these nouns with irregular plural forms in some sentences. First sentence, there was a deer in my headlights. Next sentence, there were several deer in my headlights. The Boeing 777 is a remarkable aircraft. Airline pilots trained to fly several aircraft. Scientists discovered a new species in Australia. Scientists have discovered more species in Asia. A woman appeared alone in the doorway. Two women appeared in the doorway. The mouse was eating the cheese. Several mice were eating the cheese. The pampered cat is enjoying its life. It is said that cats have 9 lives. Now we'll look at collective nouns. The term collective noun refers to a group that functions as a single unit, such as a family. A family is composed of individual members, father, mother, son, daughter, etc. Collective nouns can have either a singular or a plural verb, depending on the context. Generally, if every member of the collective noun is doing the same thing at the same time, the verb is singular. If different members are doing different things at the same time, a plural verb is used. So let's look at some examples of singular and plural collective nouns. Singular, the soccer team is changing its name in line with the new guidelines. Here, team refers to the group as a unit. Plural, the soccer team are changing their exercise schedules due to the lockdown. Here, team refers to each individual member. Singular, the German class meets at 2 p.m. Here, class refers to the group as a unit. Plural, the German class are handing in their term papers. Here, class refers to each individual member. Next example, singular, the Martinez family traces its origins back to the early Spanish settlers. Here, family refers to the group as a unit. Plural, the Martinez family are considering individual vacation destinations this year. Here, family refers to each family member individually. Now we're going to talk about compound nouns. One of the characteristics of the English language is the ability to combine separate words to create a new term. This is referred to as compounding. Compound nouns can be combined with other nouns, adjectives, verbs, or prepositions. They can be separate, hyphenated, or combined, that is, written together. Most compound nouns start out as separate words. For example, haircut, and eventually wind up being written together. For example, haircut. Whenever you are in doubt as to the correct spelling of a compound noun, it is best to consult a dictionary. In some cases, you will find that more than one form of spelling is acceptable. The following chart provides examples. Let's look at some examples of compound nouns. First, some compound nouns that are written separately. Coffee table. Here we have 2 nouns written separately to describe a table on which to serve coffee. Next example, dry cleaning. This is an adjective plus a gerund, that is a verb acting as a noun, written separately to describe a cleaning process for clothes that involves a solvent other than water, dry cleaning. The next example is ice cream. These are 2 nouns written separately to describe a frozen dessert made from cream. Next, some compound nouns that are hyphenated. Daughter-in-law. This is a noun plus a preposition plus a noun joined by hyphens to describe the wife of one's son. By the way, the plural of daughter-in-law is daughters-in-law and not daughter-in-laws. The next example, 2-year-old. This is a number or adjective plus a preposition plus a noun joined by hyphens to indicate a person who is 2 years old. Next example, ex-husband. This is a common noun to which the prefix ex is added to mean former. Such compound nouns are always hyphenated. And finally, some compound words that are written together as one word, that is, combined. The first word is toothpaste. This is a noun plus a noun written together to form a single word that describes a paste that is used to clean teeth. The next word, dishwasher. These are 2 nouns written together to form a single word that describes a machine that washes dishes. The next word, greenhouse. This is an adjective plus a noun written together to form a single word that describes a structure used to protect plants from the environment. Now let's review what we have learned about nouns. A noun is a person, place, thing, or concept. There are 2 main categories of nouns, common nouns and proper nouns. Common nouns fall into two main categories, concrete nouns and abstract nouns. Nouns can be countable or uncountable. Countable nouns, that is, nouns that can be counted, can be singular or plural. Example, 1 potato, 2 potatoes. Uncountable nouns have no plural form. You can't say 1 sugar, 2 sugars, unless, of course, you mean 1 packet of sugar, 2 packets of sugar. The majority of countable nouns form their plural by adding an S. Some have irregular plurals, such as men. Collective nouns describe groups that function as a single unit. They can have either a singular or a plural verb, depending on the context. Compound nouns consist of words that are combined to create a new term. So that wraps it up for today's video on nouns. If you have found this information helpful, be sure to like this video and click on the subscribe button for more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching.